region. This production is for adults only.
Have you seen the Slash?
Made by users for users. Learn more at www.stonesmiths.ca.
Merry Christmas.
This is the 12 Cultivars of Christmas. From December 1st to Christmas Eve, Dean Millard and Chris Ianson will reveal a different favorite each day. Stay tuned to find out how you could win a Cannabis 101 podcast prize pack.
Okay, Chris, this is my second last cultivar on our 12 cultivars of Christmas. We started this way back on December 1st. We're just about done, and somebody's going to go home with a great prize pack. And today, we're, like LL Cool J said, we're going back to Cali because we're doing Critical Cali Mist. And this is a sativa, heavy sativa, 80-20, and it's Critical Mass and Cali Mist. So the name is pretty easy to figure out. If we were doing What's That Strain and we did What's in a Name, it wouldn't be hard to figure this one out. But it took third place at the Spanish Cannabis Cup in 2015 in the outdoor category. And if you are a grower, from what I've read, I'm not a grower, but you are, and you would appreciate the short flower period without losing any of the pure Cali taste as this was created. And this for me is just a great get up and go. I mean, you talk about wake and bakes, or you need like a boost in the early going. This one is a great candidate for wake and bake. It's also proven for me to be thought-provoking, especially on days where I'm not going anywhere and I've got some projects around the studio that I want to do. I don't have to drive anywhere. I will get on this because it does give me just a kind of different way to thinking, or keeps me motivated. Ideal to roll one up and just let the juices flow. Those are the days that I absolutely love. You know, maybe I don't have any scheduled appointments. I just got a bunch of projects. I'll get some real creative stuff going with the joint and then see what happens. It's also been reported, I don't use it for this, but it's been reported that others have got some pain relief and stimulated their appetite. I certainly did get the munchies. And then others have said that it's stayed their tremors and their muscle spasms, which for anybody who's ever dealt with any of that, it can be really, really frustrating and painful. So definitely one, to consult your doctor with or look into if you are dealing with any of those conditions. And then there's the colors, beautiful greens and orange throughout this cultivar that was created by Delicious Seeds, makers of Black Russian, Cotton Candy Kush, as well as Critical Cali Mist that we're talking about. And the smell for Critical Cali Mist for me is it's very distinct. I don't know, like the term chemical has been used, but it's very almost like a harsh abrasive smell with some spice. But that the overpowering smell is that first kind of it's just, I guess chemical is kind of a good way to describe it, but it does have a sweet taste. That smell can be abrasive and off-putting for some people because it is very, very strong.
Yeah, totally. It is, Dean, for sure. But I mean, I know people that seek out that gassy, kind of chemically smell too, right? I feel like, I don't know, I've had good experience with the gassy stuff. So, I mean, it's, I'm okay with those diesely kind of cannabis cultivars that are out there because I feel like they do work. They do great effects.
This one for me is it does not smell like it. I don't think of cannabis when I certainly get that smell. Not that it's a bad smell, but it's just not something that you're certainly used to. Myrcene is the dominant terpene, which gives it an earthy taste. And this is where we kind of get into things, Chris, where you read the label and it says 80-20 sativa maybe, and then you see that the dominant terpene is myrcene, and a lot of people associate that with couch lock, and this is where the entourage effect comes into play with some of the different terpenes, pinene, humulene, caryophyllene, also prominent. So it's an 80% sativa with a high amount of myrcene. Does not automatically mean you're going to be, knocked out, obviously, with the effect. So it just shows the power of the entourage effect, I think.
Yeah, you said it, Dean. I think too with cannabis, there's a lot of generalizations too that we'll
Yep.
say and mention. Um, but yeah, you mentioned too with like the terpene, like the concentration, and having myrcene in there with pinene, humulene, and I'm sure quite a few others in there mixed together, and that certain combination can provide you with that kind of buzzy focus effect, and also kind of mixed in with the genetic portion too of having the critical mass in the Cali mist as well. So definitely kind of factors in there. For me, the Cali mist, when I smoke it, it's a focus on good for cleaning the house. If I was a student, good for studying.
Yes.
I'm not studying at the moment. Actually, one of my staff members who is in school, she does mention the critical Kali mist is great for studying too. So nice to kind of dial it right in and get the horse blinders on with some nice uplifting energy.
Yeah, indeed. I totally agree with that. A lot of people have talked about, I've had guests on this show that said, while their friends were cramming and using Adderall or all these different prescription drugs to kind of get going, they were using cannabis and they would, be able to study and then sleep like a baby. So I think it's a much better alternative to what some of the other people were using as well in that one, especially with this one as being kind of a get up and go and uplifting a creator. So critical Cali mist, if you need a boost, if you want a boost, this is definitely one for you, and maybe it should be under the tree for you or somebody that you really care about, as we give you more recommendations on the 12 cultivars of Christmas. Man, we're just about at the end, Chris. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us for your last cultivar. We'll chat tomorrow.
Yeah, it sounds great, Dean. We'll see you then.
A new cultivar each day until December 24th. And you'll want to know the whole list, as that's how you win a Cannabis 101 podcast prize pack. Think of it as a late, great gift for you or someone else. Full contest details at www.cannabis101podcast.ca.
Merry Christmas.